You said you tried out Tinder and it didn't work out for you. Tell me about your Tinder experience.
It was just, I mean, what do you expect out of Tinder? Okay, let me start from the beginning. I thought in my naive mind, I was going to find the love of my life on Tinder. And I would get married, have kids, start a family, a white picket fence, and that this man was somewhere in Tinder. No, ma'am. I was finding a lot of men that were in relationships.
Yep.
Yeah. And, you know, I think I went on like 3 dates and then I'm like, you know what? I know what this is. This is not, I am convinced that you cannot find a actual relationship on these dating apps, even Tinder or any of these other ones. Like I've never had any success doing that. Yeah. I found my now husband at a call center when we were both working together. So I'm like, I didn't even need the apps, but no, there's some sketchy people on there.
Yeah, I was one of the sketchy people. I was one of them.
You were sketchy. What did you do?
No, I didn't do anything crazy. So, look, man, I downloaded Tinder like the day my wife left. So my ex-wife was like, I'm leaving. And I was like, oh shit, all right. And she left. So I was like, well, I don't know what to do. Like I have not dated anybody since I was 18. And I'm like in my late 20s. So I'm like, all right, download Tinder. So I download my Tinder. And I was like 6% body fat back then. This was back in my bodybuilding, like really, really cut days before I started gaining muscle mass and started getting really like wide. I was like mid 20s, right? Or late 20s. So I was like shredded. So I was like, oh shit, I'll put my abs on here. Cause like if you have a Ferrari, you're not going to only post pictures of the inside. You're going to post pictures of the outside when it's clean and waxed. So I, took my shirt off, had my abs out, and I took a picture, and then I had a few random pictures of me just like at work and stuff. And I started, just swiping on people. And I was matching with like 20, 30 girls a day. And I did not know that was not typical. So my friends told me later, and a few of my friends that were doing it at the same time would never get matches. Like ever. But for some reason, dude, I was getting matches every day. So I didn't know what to do. So I would just message these girls and talk to them. And I didn't really care what the outcome was because I was not in a good place. I didn't care about anything. So I was like, hey, you want to come over to my house, drink tequila? And I've never drank before, by the way.
Uh-oh.
I didn't start drinking alcohol until
and so you start with tequila.
Yeah. Well, I started with Jack Daniels and then I went to tequila. And they were like, every single time, with the exception of 3 girls out of, I don't know how many, over the 3 years period, like only 3 times did these girls say no. They would come to my house and at like 9 p.m. at night on a Friday, keep in mind, I didn't have any lights on in my house at all because I never used my house for anything. I was a single ass dude, right? So my house was dark except for my freaking game room. So these girls would show up, knock on my door in the pitch blackness, and I'd open up and be like, what's up? Yeah, and thinking I would never do that if I was a little tiny female. Because you like that, you could get stabbed in the ass, and not in the good way, in the bad way.
Yeah, the bad way.
With knives. So, so it was like a culture shock for me. And I would sit on the couch, and I was really nervous at first. So I'd sit on the couch, and these girls would be beside me, and these girls were like out of my league, in my opinion, because I'd been, in a relationship so long. I was like, I don't think I'm very, enticing. And within like 20, 30 minutes, these girls would always like make a move on me. And I was always like really awkward, just sitting here like drinking. Like, it really worked. But you're right. Every one of these girls were the same girl. If you asked them what their interest was, it was Netflix and hiking or wine. Every single one. Netflix, hiking, wine. Netflix, hiking, wine. Every one of them. And I was like, damn. So after like I did that for 2 years, I got really bored of it.
Yeah.
And I just stopped. But to be honest, Tinder, as far as Tinder goes, there was a few other apps I used back in the day. But Tinder is straight up like piss or smash, the app.
Yeah.
All it is just bumping uglies. There's no more substance to that. And I feel like these girls, if they just came to my house and just jumped me, they must be doing that to every guy they meet on Tinder. Freaking wild, man. Probably.
I mean, yeah. The other site that I was using for a while, have you heard of Plenty of Fish?
Yeah.
Okay. So I did an experiment back in the day. I said, you know what? I'm going to make a profile and I want to do an experiment to see how many of these guys are actually looking at my profile before they send me a stupid message. So I uploaded my pictures and I wrote the most obnoxious bio about myself, where I was talking about like me not taking a shower, me, farting, just like doing a variety of just like grotesque things. And guys would message me like, baby, you sound so amazing. I would love to take you out. I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, you clearly didn't read past the first sentence.
Yeah, it's like, dude, I haven't bathed in 6 years. No, that's what I did though. So maybe that's the way to success is I cared so little about what happened on the app. Mm-hmm. My bio said like random stuff. It was completely random. Mm-hmm. And girls would just message me. Now, granted, look, I don't think any of them ever read the bio. Women have a lot more options. They can just be like, I don't like his face shape. I don't like his eyes. I don't like his nose. Like immediately, they don't give a damn about anything else. And then maybe if you pass that test, they might read your bio. And my bio always said some damn nonsense too, like something redonkulous every single time.